This is why we can't have nice things. So I've got to experience the best and the worst of nomad life. And I gotta say, even after the $1,100 repair bill, worth it. Definitely worth it. So let's see what else there is to see here. I've been here before, and I'm just kind of giving Utah a quickie before I hit Vegas later tonight. So yeah, there's that. Give you an idea of the scale. So yeah, I'm over, you know, I'm still feeling the fact that I lost all that money to the repairs, but look at this, you know, I mean, I can't even explain how small you feel when you're in front of stuff like this. And I don't even know that the camera does this justice, you know. Well, I don't want to be one of those statistics. I almost fell. So, and we're not even to the Grand Canyon yet, so I'm not going to delve too much. You can go on back to some of my previous videos and see the Utah stuff. So I'm going to stop at the next rest area, which has a really good view too, and then after that I'm gonna head straight to Vegas. And because there's plenty of times I'll be back to this state multiple times throughout my life, so, and if I'm still filming my life someday, I'll keep it going. Pretty fucking good. Never gets old. Never gets old. It's my third time here. Right off the highway too. I mean, it's not Canyonlands or even the Grand Canyon, but it's cool. So I've been in Vegas a few days now, and I gotta say, there's good parts and bad parts. The bad parts are I'm still feeling the burn from losing money on repairs, and I haven't had the opportunity because, you know, my friends are here and we're trying to do all the shit we plan to do. So I haven't had the opportunity to start making the money back yet, you know. But to be fair, I'm not really spending a whole lot. You know, there's the stuff we had planned on doing, which is the concert, and a few other things we've been walking around and seeing. You know, they had dinner at a restaurant here, and I just had an appetizer and a beer, instead of spending 40 or 50 bucks on a meal. You know, and today I went to North Vegas and did some laundry and did some shopping and got all my shit together because tomorrow's concert day, and that and the next day are probably going to be pretty rough, so there won't be any working on those days. But yeah, sleeping in the parking garage in Vegas. First of all, I don't know if it's allowed. Nobody said shit. I didn't get in trouble for it. I think when you pay your $18 to $24 or $10 or whatever the parking garage fee is, that they leave you alone. This particular one is 23 bucks for per 24 hours on the weekends, and I think it's like 18 bucks when it's during a weekday. So, you know, I did get woke up last night in the parking garage because somebody left their girlfriend here in Vegas and drove home, and she was frantic, running around yelling for a good couple hours at 3:30 in the morning. And I was just like, I mean, I was able to go back to sleep because I'm a trucker, but, you know, I'm used to noise around me and I'm fine with it. You know, it seemed fairly safe. I hadn't seen any sketchiness in here. No, like, you know, sketchy people or homeless or people eyeballing cars that don't belong to them. I don't see any of that going on. So just, you know, get a lay of your surroundings, but don't fuck it up for everybody. Well, it takes one person to come up and, you know, don't let anyone know you're there. Don't leave a mess. You know, it's really that simple. Just take care of your surroundings and don't ruin it for the rest of us. That's one of the reasons we lose parking spots, is people, you know, do all kinds of stupid shit. Don't do stupid shit. But today we're going to see, I think it's something called the Neon Museum. That's something they all picked out, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to do that. And we were going to go see Stabbing Westward tonight, but I guess everyone's bailing on that idea. Pretty much just been walking around, seeing the sights. You know, I did gamble slightly, but we're talking matter of 20 to 40 bucks just to play around, you know, in the penny machines and shit like that. But I won, so I'm not too worried. You know, as soon as I won, I'd pull my money out and go out about my business and go buy a $3 or $4 beer, which you can find. Turns out you can't gamble and get free drinks unless you're kind of a high roller. So they're on to you. You just can't just sit there on their penny machine and get your free drinks all fucking day. But, you know, which is different than some of the casinos I've been at. Some of the casinos I've been at, you get a free drink as long as you're seated, you know, as long as you're actively gambling. So, is what it is there. But I'm not much of a gambler. I'm more here to see the big thing here was the concert. And then just, I've never been a tourist here, so I'm like seeing some of the touristy shit. So, I do like touristy shit. I'm not always in the wilderness. Now, the other bad thing that happened is I got a fucking blister. You know, we were walking up and down the strip last night, drinking heavily. And, lo and behold, I got a fucking friction blister because I didn't wear 2 pairs of socks, which you should always do when you're hiking, to help prevent blisters. So, but yeah, not fun, not cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go see if I can hunt down my friends, because I did all my running around and put my video out. It's taken a while to get videos out too. I still got a lot of footage to go through. Like for this video that you're watching right now, as I'm filming this, it's just piling up more footage for me to go through and edit. So, but I'll try and show you some of the shit that I thought was cool, you know, as I continue this. But yeah, stealthing, and you know, somebody told me I had balls for doing this. It's really not that rough if you know what you're doing. You know, if you know how to stealth camp, you're good. So, anyways.
Has anybody ever heard the term boneyard before? Do you know what it is? It's essentially where old signs go to rest, retire, or maybe get repurposed and reused. So sign companies like Young Electric Sign Company will take these signs, line them up in big rows so that they can pick them apart for parts. Our Neon Boneyard is artfully curated to make this awesome experience for you to enjoy and learn about. We have 23 illuminated signs in our collection, and we're going to start tonight talking about this big golden sign.
So, my time in Vegas is coming to a close. My friends are taking off on the plane back to New York today. I didn't get to do much gig work when they were here. As a result, my funds have depleted to what I would consider an uncomfortable level, considering my emergency fund is nowhere to be found and completely doesn't exist since I broke down in Denver. I want to take a minute to thank those of you who have donated, especially David MSP, who was very, very generous once again, as always. I don't have the names right now. I haven't looked everyone up, and I can't really shout out everyone when a bunch of people donate, so I just mainly shout out the top ones. But you know, a lot of you, I think Angela, I remember you donated, and Chris donated twice, I think. So thank you to those of you who have helped out with this trip. Your donations were very welcome, on, you know, as much as you know, this fucking Las Vegas is a sponge for money too. Like, everything is even more expensive than inflation, especially down by the Strip. You know, I'm finding in the surrounding area, I mean, we got $4 gas, which sucks. And pretty much most of the normal food is a little bit pricier than it is back in New York. Hopefully that's just because it's Vegas and that's not like just because of inflation. I don't know. I'll tell you that when I get back. But overall, I had a really great time. You know, the concert was epic. I got up into some mosh pits. I didn't get to film a lot for System of a Down and Deftones and Korn, because I was physically, it was impossible for me to be filming or taking pictures because there was just so many pits opening up. I ended up in a pit at one point, but for the most part, I ended up pit guarding. That's when you're on the outside of the pit and you're just shoving people back in to keep them from, you know, crushing the people behind you. So I did a lot of that, and I was just physically wrecked by the end of it too. So, you know, and I ran out of water, but I did get pretty close up for, you know, as close as I could get for System of a Down, you know. And that was the main reason I came to Vegas, was that concert, and it was everything I thought it would be, as you probably saw in some of the footage I posted. Lacuna Coil was also pretty good too. I've been looking forward to seeing them for a long time. Stabbing Westward, I enjoyed them. There was just, it was a good show, you know. However, you know, my friends and I split up, so I was pretty much by myself and all that, and they don't really enjoy getting into the mix as much. They're more of the hang back and the away from all the craziness crowd. So, you know, is what it is there. And then, you know, we went to a burlesque show, which was interesting. We also went to the top of that, the big tower thingy, which you probably saw in the footage as well. And then we went to Fremont. And now I gotta say, of all the parts of the Strip I visited and the different hotels, I liked Caesar's Palace. I, you know, gambled fairly lightly. Like, I would literally, while my friends were using the bathroom, I'd put $5 in a penny machine to see, and I actually won each time. You know, I turned $5 into $17 here and $5 into $20 there. You know, so it was really cool. And then I'd pull it out and go and buy beer, of course. So I found the Strip is expensive as fuck. Like, you know, you're talking a beer is like $11 or $15 in some places. Food is obnoxiously, you know, there's like $9 slices of pizza, and I'm just like, wow, they really screw you here. You would think that they wouldn't take it all from you, and the food and the drinks and all of that, if they would encourage you to gamble instead. But no, everything there is designed to take your money, and it's probably about twice as expensive for most things on the strip that you would pay, normally somewhere else. You can, however, find little islands of, cheap beers or cheap drinks. Generally not in the casinos unless you're gambling heavily. You can't even go in and just play for quarters and then have beers served to you. They want you to play for dollars in order to do that. We tried. But yeah, it was a lot of, fun. But the most fun I had was at Fremont because they had 3 music stages with various bands playing, and they do this every night. It's got that big overhead, light display. Decent food, though not as pricey as the strip, but it's up there. I mean, that's where I saw the $9 slices, but they had like White Castle, and there was a hot dog place that was reasonably priced as well. But it was a good time there. I recommend Fremont. I recommend going up to the top of that big tower. Was fun. I didn't do any, they got a bungee jump up there and a ride that spills you over the side. I didn't do any of that. I just went up there and walked around. Other than that, as for stealth camping, I pretty much just stayed in the same parking garage as my friend's hotel and casino. I paid $23 a night some nights, but there was a couple of nights where when I went to pay my parking, somebody was there with their reward card to validate parking, and the deal is they're using their free parking, and then you pay them less than you would have paid the kiosk. So there was a couple nights where it was just $15 a night to stay there, and one of my friends let me use their shower when they weren't in the room and stuff. So I did that, and then I did veer off to the truck stop one day and do some things. I find the truck stops close to Vegas. I haven't spent the night in the ones that are within the limits. The truck stop further out, the Loves, that one is very busy, and there is a little sketchiness there. But overall, I found there was more sketchiness when I was sleeping in the parking garage than there was at the truck stop. The truck stop was noisy but peaceful for the most part, and nobody bothered me at Love's. As far as the Petro and the Flying J and the Pilot or whatever, I haven't really tested them out. I'll probably test them out this week at some point. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, so that's pretty much my trip so far. I will continue. As for Grand Canyon, my funds are really tight, and I'm still pretty wrecked from all the walking here and all the moshing and all the other stuff that I did. So we'll see. I'm going to do my 4 days of gig work and see where I'm at, see if I'm comfortable going into a desolate area, where there's no work to make up for the money I spend. And we'll see. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I might have to do the Grand Canyon another time. I might have been a little too ambitious as I planned this trip. Although I would like to get back out in nature. I am kind of burning out on urban stealth parking and urban environments, But if you want to do gig work to pay for this kind of stuff, and you're looking to do this, road trip and finance it through gig work as you go, pretty much you're going to have to go to some cities and towns and deal with that. But overall, we also went to Area 15 / Meow Wolf, and did one of their experiences there, and that was interesting. It was definitely trippy. You could tell there was definitely a theme for the place, but that was actually pretty good too when we did that. That was yesterday that we did that. And we went to the Neon Museum, just to, that one of my friends wanted to do that. I wasn't big on it because it's a guided tour. I'm like, look, I'd rather just walk around and read little plaques. I don't need somebody, corralling me through, but oh well. They got to make a living, I guess, out here in the desert. So, well, that's it for this fucking video. Please like and subscribe for more shit, and I'll make more shit. If you like this series of videos and you want me traveling as opposed to just sitting in one place, and you want to motivate me to make videos instead of doing gig work, head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com and leave a tip in the tip jar. Link is down below. Otherwise I'll just make it when I can, videos, because I will say filming these kinds of videos is editing intense. Not like I'm going to end up spending hours in the library today putting this video together. So we'll see how it goes. But that's it. Wish me luck working in Vegas. Hopefully it doesn't suck. If it sucks, I'm going to move on. And I might just go back to Denver and work there. That was actually pretty decent, doing food delivery there. So, we'll see. Have a nice motherfucking day. And shit. Kind of dreading going to work. But gotta do it.